So last time in Disco Elysium, we made friends with a giant bug with powers and everything, and it was super cool. We're gonna arrest that guy, but first let's check out, it dropped some loot too. What did the bug drop? A rifle scope and a helmet. Kinda scary. Did the bug drop that, or is that just there? More importantly, what are they? What do they do? The helmet is kind of scary. The game even acknowledges that. How does it compare to my current hat? Not as good, I don't think. I also got a rifle scope. Is that what Buddy Boy there used, potentially? I don't know, but we're gonna arrest him. We're gonna talk to him again. We might be closing out the game today.
What do you want from me? I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Oh, he's probably gonna die before we can arrest him, right?
See.
Mr. Drops?
Yeah, like we caught him at the end of his life, I
The
think.
man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking.
I think this is the least invasive, so we'll go
A
with
light
that.
shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
Yeah, he's gonna die before we couldn't even potentially arrest him.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Drops?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Old age and shock. Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
Does the phasmid always happen? I thought it was mainly because I like passed checks or something, but the way this is going.
There's much. Remember what it said when it spoke?
Also, did he just say there's much?
Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
That could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dross.
Hopefully he doesn't have like a disease.
No response.
Then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
Oh, because it has something to do with the pail, potentially.
Mr. Dross, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds?
Yeah, because if this is how it goes, this would be plot important.
The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse. He was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse. He does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive. I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall. He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
Is the photo gonna get destroyed somehow before we get like any permanent proof of it?
No one would believe you without it.
Like the way it's going, that's what's gonna happen, right?
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
Is he gonna react at all?
Nothing. Just dull staring. Not even rage left, wherever he is.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
I lost.
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
Beige.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there, with the help of a magpie phasmid. This site is a T9, Bittersweet. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being. The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal.
Okay, well that's
We should
good.
think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
We're not gonna like fall into the sea or something and lose the photo, right? Gotta try to take it easy getting back, like always, because analog controls, all that. I don't even remember like where exactly we came from at this point. Like, hang on, what's that? That we're gonna be investigating here. Oh, that's how we get back in. Never mind. Oops. Okay, I'll try to mosey on back here real slow, like. Oh, wow, okay, yeah. I mean, I genuinely at this point, like, at any point I could see it, the game ending, so I really don't know. For the last little while, I've been kind of going into every episode assuming this could be, like, the last one, and we're still going, which... I mean, it's nice, because this game is really good, but it makes it kind of difficult at times to, like, know how to pace exactly what I'm doing, like, pace episodes, what kind of, like, tone to take with them, and that kind of thing. I hope there's, like, an easy way to make, like, to,
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
duplicate the photocopy it.
Lex, we are done here.
Because that should be like priority number 1 when we get back, if there is a way.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet.
I mean, that's good, I think.
But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
My old partners and them, that group.
2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm.
Like, we got a peek at them waiting for us from Esprit de Corps before, but I'm not sure if it's like my old partner cop there or whatever, or if
You
it's
reach
just
the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
some people. But anyways, we will hobble back as the game. Oh, and there's the people we're meeting, I guess.
Look what the tide brought
Three.
you.
Oh, I talked to you on the radio.
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
I sure am, Sean. You got an interesting voice.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the whirling in rags.
Oh, it's
But
him.
where are his sunglasses?
That's right. And you're bleeding.
Yeah.
Bothered by it. Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant. Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that. We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Don't worry about
Hello,
me, buddy.
Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I remember you, buddy.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Comar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it. Special Consultant Trent Heidelstein, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
Yeah.
We've come to scrape what's left of you after pavement.
I'm doing
Lieutenant
fine.
Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us. We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Let's go with the dramatic route.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
No. I didn't really think about how that would be the French pronunciation, but that makes sense.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Yeah.
Harry, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Oh, they're here to discuss my, amnesia?
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
Don't coward out, Trant.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Yeah, that's a question.
Where have we been? We've been fucking off as far as I remember. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, you think it was cool you saying that? Aesthetic somehow? You were crying when we got here. Breaking things. You said we were going into the abyss. None of us wanted to see the abyss. So we fucked off. Like you told us to.
Mm-hmm.
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Ah.
Shit, kid. He didn't betray you. He just told us the direction you went in. Who's Sylvie? It better not be.
Mm-hmm.
He means you better not be partying with this Sylvie shit kid.
Give them as little as I can, I guess. I don't know, are they trying to help me, or are they trying to, like, usurp me?
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true.
Well, it is.
And it was.
Yeah.
Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
I mean, that is true,
He
but
was
still.
too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
None of these options work well as, like, carrying on my dignity. But I think this one is, like, the closest.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
Absolutely no idea. 100 years?
I think that's kind of rude, so we'll skip over that one for now.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilerstein. I never said I wasn't Trant Heilerstein.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Mikhail? Mikhail's my son. No,
No,
I was
we
just
were
interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez. It was a coincidence.
So you're just, like, here for the ride, really. You don't actually want to do any of the work.
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s, like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
So yeah, you're here to try to be my psychologist to, like, fix me, right? And you're just like a chicken?
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
thing, too.
Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells? Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn
Yeah.
Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trant fucking Heidelstown, and Guillaume Baby.
Guillaume Bivy.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Yeah, you're gonna stay that way with that attitude, Trant.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show. Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit.
I mean,
Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Trump because I'm forcing him to stay. It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
he's got a weird voice, but I think it works well, actually. Jean Vicmer.
They're your posse, or what remains of it. Hand-picked, hand-lost.
Mm-hmm.
The 41st isn't...
Let's just keep on
Bells are
going.
ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
I'm doing fine
Well,
here.
he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, hell, and so on.
Yeah, I took like one psychology class in college. I know what those words mean.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Not when you phrase it like that. But I don't think critical theory... I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it should be off the table here.
What? He lost his memory because of capitalism?
Yeah, okay, you know what? I just remind, that's good. That is why. Yes.
No, not like that. I'm not talking Verrede for school here.
You should
But
be.
Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna play into this.
Look at Half Boohoo here, victim of the ethanol industrial complex. What are you, an inva-communist now? You think this is a joke? Asking him was a mistake. He's a teenage psycho. I asked you. It's not possible to wipe your own memory with alcohol alone, right? He's either lying or insane.
But Detective Vigmare, he has blanked out before. Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case. The other when we looked into that mirror.
It's funny, every time I think the game's gonna end, it keeps going, and every time I feel at first like it's a weird choice, but after I feel like it's right. Like, I like this. This is good content here.
The two cases in your ledger, the unsolvable case and the next world mural, those were recent.
I should bring that up.
Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
What do you mean?
I'm there.
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Totally.
A known metaphor.
Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for it to end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
I should let them know that I've solved the case.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I'm ready to leave.
No one even mentioned that.
Yeah.
I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the party? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension? Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
I wanna play along.
Yeah. Just stand there. It's cool. No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Let's... You know what, I gotta... Normally I would just be honest, but I gotta play mind games with this guy.
Yes, in the ocean, under the sea. Our work vehicle, with fish and clams and other sea shit. Ah, so refreshing.
Okay.
He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip.
I mean, that's like 9,000 each if we split it up, right?
It doesn't matter. badge, Harry. Show me your badge. The thing that tells people you're a police officer.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Well, I think this is a good opportunity, to be honest. Like, do we put a point in the hand? Like, no, we don't. Well, let's go for it. Look at that. See? No problem.
Not today, badge.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements.
God, this option is so tempting. Or, you know what? I'm gonna mess with... No, okay, let's not come across as too incompetent here.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
Okay, I don't want to let them know I lost it, so I won't mention that. Yeah.
So you forgot to drink? I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then?
Oh, that's because I'm dying.
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Oh, that's so passive-aggressive. I don't like it.
Without a reply, the satellite officer covers his nose.
Oh, that's good, but I think...
I don't believe you. You're
It's
drunk.
something.
You let a suspect escape, a certain classier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
We've read the reports, Harry. Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, well. If you let her go, I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who shot herself in the head.
I mean, this all kind of makes me look bad, but I feel like it all just kind of happened, you
Or
know?
the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
This might be the end, because they're kind of confronting me with everything that's happened so
He
far.
did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Yeah, that wasn't my fault.
Here comes the cavalry.
Thank
He
you,
did
Kim.
so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
I think that's a good point
Don't
first.
make this harder for yourself.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation. You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take
I mean, we solved it, right?
The case?
on Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois?
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been drinking on the job.
Bite, right? You're gonna come up with a bite?
The man sighs deeply.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize
Oh.
profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's...
I mean, I feel like there's a flaw with how you talk, no matter what option you choose, right?
It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist.
Damn
He wants
right.
to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little odd.
You should yell something.
Let's not.
Yes, let's let the big boys talk.
Yeah.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I've seen, in fact.
Kim, I would die for you.
He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven,
Kim, I love you.
and he solved it, near perfectly. In 1 week we have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator. Locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation.
Yeah, what do you guys think of that?
He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
Yeah, I sure did.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Thick white snow falls all around you. Flakes stick to the glossy photo of the phasmid. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Oh, let's not. I'm only gonna get in the way of this.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
It sure is.
Detective? The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
Yeah, what do you guys think of me now, huh?
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
Oh man, Kim, you are the best person who has ever been alive.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
I think that this one probably isn't immediately important. This one definitely is.
Lilianovich. Revolutionary matronym. The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
That is kind of based, actually.
This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Exactly.
Thank you, Trot. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Yes, we
Of
do.
course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
Oh, so this is kind of like a quiz to see if you've been paying attention to the game so far, I guess. That is the best motive.
Jealousy. I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have a sniper's nest with full view of the room in which the mercenary died, right on the island, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
That he confessed because of me.
It's a clean win.
It's way more than that.
Okay, this one I think's all too weak. I feel like that one, it's kind of dorky, but I think it's the best route.
Get over yourself. You're not a perfectionist. You're a cop and you did a good job. With a lot of help from Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Okay, so this has to be the ending, right?
And none of this can hide the smell of booze on the wind.
I only had to drink because of Ruby. Otherwise I would have made it through alcoholless. I
God
wonder
damn it. It is bad. Even you can smell it.
I wonder if the dialogue would change if it didn't have to.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open, in Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
And eyes, too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Oh, that's a good point.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
Yes, yes.
That's
Fallen
true.
through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, Good work with the missing person, detective.
Alright, let's keep going, I guess. I guess we gotta go with this one to keep it moving, right?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
I like how they say discovering new species as if that's part of like the RCM's jurisdiction. Like, I understand it is like a good thing that would help and all that, but you know, it's just kind of funny.
So I have to. Jude,
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Was this thing like a trial to see whether or not I'd stay in as a cop?
But he's been drinking, she thinks. This is exactly how he gets out of this every time. It's bad for him, but...
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Is the game gonna keep going? I cannot tell.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry. Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but...
I was, actually.
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
That's how I got on the roof that one
the
time.
fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is.
You... Oh, Kim, why are you doing this to me?
God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Of course. Contact Mike.
What?
He's been on about Mike again. I hate that guy. Oh, you don't say. Does he also vote an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
It is getting cold out.
That's
In your
good.
20s or late 20s, you've really let yourself go since then. Yes, you taught gym in school. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
As you are.
The smell of sweat and glue. The warm floorboards.
Ew.
Kuro is just east of Jammer. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you're so juvie.
What are you talking
His
about,
smirk
Kim?
suggests brilliant intent laughter.
Okay, this is humiliating. I don't like this part.
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
Ah, yes, my ex-wife, I'm guessing.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Kim, don't.
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
My wife.
Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned the name.
The Explorer.
Not Dora Dubois.
Something like that. Half Vazan.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
That's weird. I'm guessing that's like Scandinavia. That's weird.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
Fair enough.
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time. Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one. A big one. Incredibly bangable.
That's
She
gross.
was extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish.
Ew.
Like a whalekin, basically.
What?
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated
So
from.
my attraction to her was shallow, right?
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go.
I think she talked to the Academy d'État, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing.
Man,
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
I'm ready. Given option 6, I'm thinking option 7 might be the end of the game.
No. You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
I think I'm pretty cool though, right?
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal out of it.
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You're just understaffed, and everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
You're a bud, Kim, even if you are a bit homophobic.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the sea wing. It's not good. Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as
I hate to keep talking. I know everyone keeps saying to get on with it, but I need to learn all
They
this.
are damn iconic though, Torsen and McLean.
I'm here to get backstory, right?
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers.
That's
You
me.
and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
You're almost cool, Trant.
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCN.
Is that the only reason why he's in here?
He's one of the most highly regarded
No.
men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office.
I guess I should have saved and quit between when the boat ride ended and talking to these people. I don't know why I didn't think it would take like a super long time, this conversation, but whatever.
They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Trant.
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Maybe you're not a bad person, Jean.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
Like, you've got good reason to be frustrated with me, I guess.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered
Sorry about
to
my
be the
family
greatest of
yelling.
the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Hopefully I'll remember to edit that out, but Kim, you're a good person. I like you, Kim.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
I think we can skip over that and this,
Well,
yeah.
First, I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
Also, I don't know if they covered this, but why do I get a full squad and Kim's just here by himself?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCN. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
I gotta be as nice to Kim as I
Talk
can.
to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of 2 captains with my doom-mongering. Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit him. Am crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? Your Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even consider.
Is he famous? I know I heard about him before, but still, like, Kim is putting in a lot of work too.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than Habo.
Okay, they're yelling about ice cream downstairs. I wonder if it's audible or if I'm just complaining about them for no reason. But anyways.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I like how Judith's desperately trying to reel us back in.
I do like the sound of that.
Oh, that's an achievement. Okay, I like that
He's
achievement.
really considering it.
I can't worry about that.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. Remember?
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Fascinator. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
It would, Kim.
She is going to be over the moon.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Trump brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Is this the end of the game then?
Under the afternoon sky, the great district hums. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls, and chimney stacks. Fire traps as far as the eye can see. From Main Street to Precinct 41, to Boogie Street, forking into the snow-swept horizon.
Like, everything's tied up now, right?
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles.
Ew.
Spring has come. It's time. Dawson? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmere? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nick Gottlieb looks out from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomley Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Okay, that's a color. I press A and the game is over, right? I think so. Oh, man. This... man... I'll let this play out before I say anything. Or is this... because is there going to be one last scene? Or is this just... yeah, I got shot. I need help moving around here. Oh yeah, that's the end of the game. That was fantastic. Like, this playing wasn't my first A-side, like, Neo the World Ends With You. I don't know where I've been getting my sources from, but like, it's been a great run. Like, this was a fantastic game. I'm maybe not always the best for like a video, given like how much the game is just listening to like characters' monologue, but wow, like, one of the things that really gets to me about this game, I don't know, it takes me a long time often to kind of connect with characters. And I feel like the kind of pacing and everything a lot of games go for, and a lot of just media in general, I have a hard time connecting. But just like, given how much content there is in the game, you really get a time to like get a feel for everyone. And the thing is too, like, there's so much in the game. I feel originally like a lot of it was just gonna be like side quests like in normal RPGs, right? Like just there to add more content and stuff, but everything ties in with everything else in such an intelligent way. It's... oh man, like, there's so many times with the game you're seeing references to previous events that you know are like optional, or there's all the like forks and that kind of thing. Like, there's all choices, and like a lot of people I read online before saying that they didn't see what the point of like replaying the game would be, but like there's gotta be just like a lot of stuff that can change between playthroughs, right? Oh man, what else do I even have to say about this game? Like, there's so much I'm thinking about. I don't know, always how to say it. British Sea Power too. I know vaguely about them. I should listen to more of their stuff. I probably will after playing this now too, right? Wow, look at the voice actors too. A lot of people I saw online complained about the voice acting, but and I mean, like, here and there I thought there was a couple problems with it, but I feel like for the most part the voice acting is really good. Like Kim particularly, and a lot of people. And like, they have a surprising number of like characters given everything, you know? Virgil Texas? Like, I know he got in trouble on that recently, but like, I know he kind of sucks now, I thought, but I wasn't expecting to see him as voice actor in this game. That's surprising. And yeah. Did they, so did they have two different, was there voice acting in the original game? Because I thought that was all the voice acting, but I notice it's changed here from one to the other, so... And I clearly missed some stuff, like who's Mega Rich Lightbending guy or Suna the Programmer? But let's see, did they change into voice act? Like, did they... I don't know why I'm talking about that, but I feel like I gotta keep talking over all this credits, because I want to show everything in full, because like all the people who worked on this game clearly deserve a lot of credit. I feel like this is the people who did the voice acting as I was going through, right? I think. I don't know. But, yeah. Man, I'm gonna be sad after that. Like, there's always that kind of like, you know, that sadness when you finish. I feel, form of media, I feel like it's particularly worse with video games, not only because, like, they tend to have a lot of content in them, but like, because it's interactable too, you feel like you're kind of part of the game in a way, you know what I mean, like, you get to interact with it personally. That too, I don't even know what I'm going to be playing next in the A slot. Last time, right, I had an in-between game in Scar the Doll. We're going to be doing another in-between game. I don't know, I think it might be milk outside of a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk after, like, because I did milk inside as a one-shot a while ago, maybe between Pokemon, I don't even remember. Maybe milk, maybe I don't do like shorter in-betweens on the A side. I have it all in an Excel sheet. I'm gonna have to look over that later on. But the timing on this too, like yesterday I finished Pokemon Crystal, today I finished Disco Elysium. It's like a very clear, I don't know, delineation, like I'm going from one thing to the other as we progress. Well, I don't even know what I'm saying, but there's a lot of credits because they're going over every localization and every person credited with it, but like, I mean, fair enough, I guess. They all did hard work on it. And they deserve probably that. I'm sure they did. Oh, I don't know why I said probably. They all deserve to have their names shown on every version. Man. I just gotta like sit for a minute and think about what I just played. One thing I always do with a series like this, which I'm gonna do after this, I'm gonna go on tvtropes and just like, you know, read through the entire page on the game as a way to like live through. And like I was saying before, I feel like there's a lot of stuff which like kind of alternate between stuff, which you can't possibly get everything on your first playthrough. That gives me a question. Julien Champenois is Kim, too, right? And the voice actor for the French version. A lot of this game kind of alludes to different languages, right? Like in the English version, a lot of stuff and like a lot of people's accents in that are French, and there's also a couple, you know, there's reference to like mañana, there's like Spanish and all that. What do they do in versions of the game from those languages? Like in the French version of the game, they can't be like, oh ho ho, this is the fantasy version of France, right? Because like everything's already French. Do they gotta pick like another country to do that for, right? And I just like wonder what kind of where they chose. It's always an interesting thing to see, right? Yeah, this is gonna be a long video. Yeah, I mean, you can tell us already if you're watching this on YouTube, but I'm just gonna upload this as one big, like, final episode. I don't have the heart to split this up. And, like, next time I'm gonna be going on to another game anyways, so yeah. Maybe I'll be playing Hades. I know it's on sale right now. On the Steam store, and I hear a lot of people, like, I saw a lot of people reference, like, Disco Elysium on, like, Tumblr and Reddit, and especially on Tumblr, Hades seems to be in the same sphere, so maybe that should be a good next game. There are some other game series I wanted to play through, like I'm playing Pokemon as a series. I wanted to play through like Metal Gear and that too, but maybe that's better for the B-side. That band, the German band I just saw, I don't remember the name is, but wasn't Blix Bargeld from Nick Cave and Bad Seas in that band? I haven't listened to their music directly, but I know of them. I didn't recognize anything from them in the game. Chapo. I love how I saw them reference Chapo Trap House in the credits, which, given the game's themes, kind of makes sense. I was talking, wasn't really paying attention. I should see what all their, like, special thanks are. But yeah. Don't know what we're playing next time. But, this was good. What is collage? Oh, this is so you can make fake screenshots, I think. How do I get out of here? I'm not interested in that right now. But yeah, thanks for watching. Man. Final episodes are always bittersweet, especially like in this case where I didn't know this was a final episode. Next time, I don't know what I'll be playing next time. Something, hopefully. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna be real sad for a while now that this game's over, but that's how it goes. Thanks for watching.